Hello, welcome back. We are here and we are in the studio. The Geekonomics is back. Another week, another show. How you doing, Brian? How are things with you and yours?
I'm doing good, Mark. It feels weird. How many weeks were we back on? We were on Zoom for like 1 week?
2 weeks.
Oh.
We did it for 2 weeks.
Yeah. It's weird.
Yeah.
It still
and we
feels...
skipped a week, so it's been like almost a month since we've done the show in studio, in person.
Right. It feels weird again.
Yeah.
It feels weird. I don't know what to do with my hands.
I don't know what hands.
What do I do? Marcus, I'm doing good. It's good to be back here. We got a lot to talk about, but...
We do. A lot of things going on.
But before we get going...
Yes.
This past Sunday...
Yes.
Was Cliff's Con, the small one.
Yes. At the Plainville VFW.
Yes, which happens generally almost every month.
Basically every month.
If there's not another show happening.
Correct.
And I was promoting it, and our friend Rocky
yes.
thought I was going to be there.
Well, I'd planned on going. I was going to reach out to Matt Ryan about going, and then I just forgot, and then I decided just to stay home and do nothing. So
it was a good weekend for that.
It was.
It was
a very crappy weekend. So
yeah. But this May 28th,
yes,
this is going to be Cliff's Con, the big one.
It's going to be May
28th. It's the big one. This is the hotel show.
It is.
This is the show you go to if you don't go to the small ones.
Yes.
This is the one.
Yes.
It's at the Doubletree.
If only to see Brian selling his wares.
Well, no. I mean, there are really cool vendors at this one. It's got a little something for everybody. It's at the Doubletree Hotel, 42 Century Drive, Bristol, Connecticut.
Yes,
10 a.m.
basically
to
across
3
the
p.m.
street from the ESPN headquarters.
Right. It's $5 to get in, and if you're bringing the little ones, 10 and under is free.
Correct.
But they're going to have comics, toys, Funko Pop, Pokemon.
Yes.
I mean,
Gotta
old
catch 'em all.
stuff, new stuff. Everything under the sun, this show's got it.
Yeah.
It's actually, I was lucky to get into this, getting to sell at this show because it's a hard show to get in to be a vendor.
It is. It's a very difficult show.
Because everybody wants to sell at the show because it's probably one of the best.
Cliff's Con's one of the toughest shows to get into because there's just so many people who want to do it. Yeah. And it's known for like being the, like we said last week, the biggest little show in the area. Yeah. And they always have stuff, and they've even like had to extend out into in front of the VFW during the warmer months, and guys have tents and set up outside because there's just so many people looking to do the show. Yeah. But when the hotel show comes around, it's like a whole experience. It's like a thing. It's like I found some rare, interesting stuff at the hotel shows.
Yeah. So don't miss it. Please come on down. It's like 28 days away from today as of recording.
Exactly 28 days away from today.
So yeah, we'll hope to see everybody there. We'll talk about it every week we do the show leading up to it.
We will.
Yeah.
We will.
So I wanted to mention that.
Yeah.
And I heard the turnout for Cliff's Con this past Sunday, the smaller one, was a good turnout, it seems.
Well, it makes sense if it was such a poopy day weather-wise.
Good thing to do.
It's a good thing to do.
Yeah.
It's a good chance to get out of the house and, go somewhere else.
And no joke, this kind of starts off the
deluge.
I'm going to be another con at the end of May, and there's one at the end of July, middle of July.
Yeah.
I don't want to get into those one at a time, but this is the one to kick off the summer.
Yeah.
So, yeah, definitely come and check it out.
Yeah.
All right, Marcus. Now that we got that
we're also on that countdown to Blink.
Well, yes, we're going.
Yes, we're going to the island.
Yes.
I think it's like my first time on the island ever.
Staten Island?
Long Island.
Long Island?
Yes.
What island are we going to?
Long
Island.
Yeah.
I've never been to
USB Arena is on Long Island.
Yeah, I've never been.
Yes.
This is
home of the Islanders. Correct, Josh? Is that where the Islanders play now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. He can't hear you. Nobody can hear him.
He can hear me.
He's giving you sign language. This is not good for our viewership.
Something Temple?
Temple of the Dog.
Keys?
Key West?
I don't know. He's making...
Don't do that with your hand, Josh.
I don't know what he's doing.
This is getting explicit.
He's doing all sorts of hand gestures over
We'll
there.
just be happy nobody could see what he's doing.
Yeah, exactly. Good thing we don't have that camera in there yet, because it'd be weird. He's going to text me.
One day we will. But anyway, I'm super excited for the show. Like they played 2 weekends in a row at Coachella. They nailed it. They have confirmed we're getting the new album before the
Belmont.
tour.
Yeah, that's where we're going.
Belmont, yeah. Before the tour, which is exciting because the last time they got together, we got a nice big tour, and we didn't get their new album for 2 years. So I'm excited. It's like as I'm getting older, concerts don't appeal to me as much anymore. But this one I had to go.
Yeah,
I gotta go.
Yeah.
I gotta go.
Yeah. Well, the other thing too for me was the reason for going is just it's a sad thing to say, but after the whole Foo Fighters situation and like missing out on chances to go see them recently, it's like who knows when we'll have another chance to see the actual lineup of Blink-182 together.
Well, yeah,
God
who
forbid,
knows if Tom will leave the band again.
No, but I mean, God forbid something happens,
Right,
it's like
right,
with Foo Fighters, you're never going to see that lineup again.
Yeah, but we were lucky enough to see them.
Yeah, but I'm saying like recently, I would have liked to have seen them, but I didn't go because of just, I'll go next time they come around, you know? And there might not be a next time, so.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And speaking of bands, this is like a band that I thought they retired a long time ago, but I guess today the Aerosmith announced their farewell tour.
I thought they've already done like 3 of those.
I know, that's what I thought too. It's called the Peace Out Tour.
Yeah, good.
And I think it really comes down to the fact that Steven Tyler might need some money for the
legal fees.
Yeah. I'm not going to get into that. Yeah. You can Google it. Allegedly, you can Google it.
Yeah.
But I thought that was a funny timing. The timing is very funny.
Speaking of other things of bands I thought were no longer in existence, I saw Coming to the Big E this year.
Wait, they put the list out?
Some of the bands, yes.
No, don't tell me.
Yes.
I'm going to go with this. Why didn't you tell me when we were doing pre?
Because I didn't think about it until just now. Because you mentioned it as we were
All right,
talking.
Big E. Let's do this together. I want to be surprised. I'm going to thebige.com. Okay, so Alice and me have not been to the Big E since 2019.
You're missing out, my friend.
We want to go this year. We want this to be our first year back.
So
I'm looking for the entertainment. The Big E Arena?
Yes, that's the big one.
Okay, here we go. I'm going to start. Parker McCullum.
He's a country music act.
Zed.
He's a like a trance guy, like a DJ.
You
would know him. Probably did a Dua Lipa song that you might know.
Maybe. But I do know Zed is dead. That's from Pulp Fiction.
Yes.
Third Eye Blind.
That's the band I was talking about.
Oh, my Lord.
I was like, oh, Third Eye
Blind. That's it? That's all they got so far?
That's all they've announced so far.
All right.
For that stage.
And the Court of Honor stage.
That's the free stage.
Yes,
that's
which
where
is
I've seen
Megan Morani. I don't know who that is.
I'm waiting for it to load here. I'm having.
That's it. Oh. That's all they got.
And that's all they got so far?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. But that's where like
that's a free stage.
Big Bad Voodoo Daddy played there.
I saw Real
Scott
Big Fish.
Stapp.
Real Big Fish there.
Last year Everclear, I think, played the Court of Honor stage.
Yes.
So I'm kind of surprised Third Eye Blind's not playing the Court of Honor stage.
Believe it or not, they kind of probably bring in people.
Well, they have Kryptonite, so.
That's the wrong band.
I thought, it's Three Doors Down.
That's
There you go. Jumper. They're Jumpers.
Yes.
Third Eye Blind. That's
yes.
it.
Semi-Charmed Life.
Yes.
Semi-Charmed Life, right?
Exactly.
Is that it?
Uh-huh.
Whatever the name of that song is.
I only think of Third Eye Blind because of that. Remember Road Rules?
Yes.
They did an episode where they did a PSA. They were in Seattle or something, and they did a PSA for suicide prevention.
And they played
that song in the background of it. And it was like a really, really bad PSA. It was like really low budget PSA.
Do you remember that movie with Jim Carrey? Was it Yes Man?
Yes.
And at the end, he plays
they sing that song
to the
guy
song?
who's jumping.
Yes.
Who's on the ledge.
Yes.
Step back from the edge of that for my friend.
Yes.
Yes, I remember that. Yes.
The movie was kind of bad.
It's a bad movie. I thought it was Liar Liar, but I could be wrong.
No,
I don't remember.
I think it was Yes Man.
Who knows? They all blend together.
He said no to everything.
Oh, that's right. He went to the self-help guy, and that guy like died as he was.
He
or
said
something.
he said he needed to start saying yes.
Yes.
And they put a curse on him.
Yeah,
or
that's right.
something where he could not say no.
Some dumb story that they came up with.
Yeah.
They pretty much gave Jim Carrey everything, and he just did it.
Yes.
At that point.
Yeah, pretty much. He was on top of the world, baby.
Yeah. They did Dick and Jane, and it all went away.
So anyway, I don't know where we're going with that. Okay, so that's happening at the Big E.
Yeah, so that's coming.
We'll keep everybody posted
in September. So keep track of that.
Yeah, I'm excited to go to the Big E. It's been so long.
I've been. It's exactly what you remember it as.
Yeah, but we would go every year, but then COVID happened, and then we just haven't been back.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's literally the same thing every year. They change a booth.
They move them around.
Once in a while.
They add some other gluttonous food that you can have.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not a bad time. It's just not my cup of tea.
Yeah, we have fun. We like to go there, try different foods, see different things.
Yeah, I'm more of the state houses guy. I like the state houses.
We go to the state houses.
I'm an old man. I like going to the state houses. But then they're always too packed, and then it's like,
Yeah.
So I want to go on like a Tuesday at like 10 in the morning.
That's when you got to go.
That's when I like to go.
You got to go or on a weekday.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Not a weekend.
No.
Don't go on the weekend.
No. I'm too old for that junk.
I
don't drink, so it's like there's no like. It seems like that's like the big thing.
I don't
have tons
drink.
of like brewery places and drinking stuff, and I'm not into that. So
yeah, I don't care about it either.
Yeah.
I think I get a nice coffee. That's what I drink.
Of course you do. With Splenda.
No Splenda.
Can I get a Splenda?
All right, so
I did that to Claire the other day. I think the last time we went to Dunkin' Donuts, I did that to her, and she didn't understand what it was. It just came out. Like, she was like, give me this. And I was like, do you want to want the Splenda? And she was like, what are you talking about? And then, like, afterwards, I had to explain it to her. So.
Well, you should explain to people that are listening that have no idea.
When we used to go after we do the radio show back in the day at the college, Brian would always want to go get a coffee right after the show.
Yeah, we used to go to Media Play.
Yeah, so we'd go to the Dunkin' Donuts drive-in, and it was Brian would always order a coffee, and we'd always get like a sweet and low or some random thing.
Get sugar.
Yeah,
regular sugar.
Yeah,
but then Splenda had just come out.
Splenda had just come out. That's what
it was a big
Splenda
thing.
Had just come out, and the girl like at the thing one time we went said, "Would you like to get Splenda?" And Brian was like, "No, I want sugar," but it stuck in my head. So then like every time we went, I'm like, would you like Splenda?
Yeah, it became a thing. Yeah.
It wasn't that funny, but to us it was hilarious.
Splenda became, remember it came out, everyone was talking about it. There was cookbooks, it was everywhere. And then all of a sudden one day it was like, this is not good for you. And then nobody talked about it ever again.
Yeah, I mean, it's back again. It's the same thing.
It still exists, yeah.
Same thing.
But it's not being pushed as it once was.
No.
I felt like everybody was talking about Splenda.
Yeah.
Splenda? Oh,
what's going on in the news, Brian? What you been up to? What you been watching?
You know, Mark?
I don't know. You're gonna tell me.
Right now
you're watching nothing because you're here.
No, we are in near the end of season 6 of Buffy, in season 3 of Angel, and holy shit, Angel is fantastic. It is so much better. Season 3. I love it. And Buffy is just so tragic this season with so many tragedies. But yeah.
How many seasons is Buffy?
7.
Oh, so you're almost done.
Yes. And then Angel is 5.
Getting close to the town, getting sucked into the hell.
Don't ruin it.
Everyone knows the end of Buffy.
Why
it was
would
all
you
over
ruin
the place.
it for me?
Because it's no whatever.
You're such a jerk. You're like my brother.
You would have seen it.
No, don't tell me a damn thing.
It doesn't happen. I'm lying to you.
God,
making it up as
my brother does that crap. I go to them. He'll be like, "Oh,
hey, did you hear about the end of this show?"
And he literally tells it to you.
See, Tony Soprano died.
He was telling us about the Scream movies and then how none of us were like, "Oh, who cares?" And then he was like, "Well, the last one they killed off." And I'm not going to say it, but he told all of us. And we're like, why
I'm
did you
assuming not Nev Campbell, because she's in the new one.
No, she's not in the new one.
Oh, I thought she was in the
Courtney
new
Cox is in the new one.
Oh, who cares? I don't care.
Anyway,
interchangeable, basically.
He literally will tell you the ending of everything.
Well, you don't have a censor like that,
But
that happens in the movie, doesn't it?
What?
Doesn't the same ending happen in the movie that happens in the show?
With Buffy?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, I don't know.
Because the show picks up where the movie ends.
Oh, I never.
Because she moves
never watched
to
the show.
Sunnydale.
I don't remember any of it.
But I'm excited to read the comics because season 8 and 9 are in comic book form. And then...
I heard Angel dies, though, at the end of Angel.
No, because there's more Angel.
Can't. He's already dead. He's a vampire.
No,
Gotcha.
he can die. Vampires can die.
No, they don't die. They just disappear.
They
can't die again.
If you get stabbed in the heart, you die.
Yeah, but you can't re-die. You're already dead. Technically.
Actually, he's a vampire with a soul, so he is alive.
Yeah, that's...
He's alive.
Wow, they really went way out into Netherworld for that one, huh?
Have you ever watched Angel?
No.
That's the whole show.
No. I think I've seen like 3 episodes, and it was only because it was on TNT, and it was nothing else was on, and I just watched it.
Dude, I love it. So good.
I'm like, whatever.
So good.
I did, like, my favorite character was the demon guy who had the club.
Yeah, Lauren.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
he passed away in real life, unfortunately.
Oh, well, don't say anything.
No, I don't know what happens with him in the show, but I know in real life he recently, I think during COVID. He passed
Wow.
away.
He's one of my favorite characters.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Maybe right before, I
I
can't
love
remember.
these shows. I don't want them to end.
Well, they're going to, because they've been off the air for 30 years.
Shut up. Well, I love the characters.
What are you going to watch after this? What's the next year you're going to watch?
We are going to watch the last season of Succession and Barry, which are currently...
I just got to the last season of Succession. I just started watching it.
Wait, you watched season 1, 2, and 3 already?
Yes.
And you're in 4?
Yes.
Because 4 is still
I only
going.
have 2 episodes left of season 4.
Holy crap. When do you have time? Holy smokes.
Well, I watch them at night after Claire goes to bed.
Dude, I love Succession.
Like 2 episodes a night. I blast through it.
I felt like Claire would like that show.
Yeah, she didn't really want to get into it.
Dude, Succession's awesome.
I don't know. It's one of those shows that I'm watching, and I'm like not mad at myself, but like I don't like anybody.
You're not supposed to. It's not a show. You don't like
And
any...
it's like everyone here is terrible, and I don't want anything nice to happen to any of these people.
Right.
So I don't really know how to like feel about it, and it's like I feel like I'm just like hate watching it, kind of. Like I hate watching these people and hate listening to them talk.
Dude,
I
I
hate
think
every conversation they're in.
I
hate everything they do.
Tom and Cousin Greg are my 2 favorite characters out of all of them.
They're probably the worst 2 people of the whole show.
Well, I'm not in season 4 yet, but I know how season 3 ends.
Even still.
And that was a holy smokes moment.
Yeah.
But I think it's one of the...
Season 4 is going to blow your brain, because I'm only like 4 episodes in. There's only 6 out so far.
Yeah.
It's still going on.
Yes.
Which I didn't know. I thought it was done. So that's why I was like, oh, I'm going to watch this show and watch all of it.
I think the acting is unbelievable. I think it's some of my favorite television. And yeah, you don't have... The whole point is they're all horrible people.
Yeah.
You just, you know, you got to root for somebody, though.
Yeah.
I like Tom. Sometimes I like Shiv. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I like... what's his name? Roman. Sometimes I don't. I mean, it goes back and forth.
Yeah.
Sometimes you feel bad for him because...
No.
And then sometimes you don't.
They deserve it. Like anything that happens to Connor is fine with me. He's the worst.
Oh, yeah.
I can't stand him.
From Ferris Bueller?
Yes.
Yeah.
He's great. He's a great actor.
Yeah.
But it's a terrible. They're all terrible.
Yeah, they're all terrible. And Barry, which is coming
That's the next one I'm going to watch.
Barry's amazing.
After I get done with Succession.
I mean, you want to talk about bad.
Yeah.
You're like, that show will be like, yeah, it's another one.
Yeah.
It's good. Barry, I think Barry needs, I wish it would, like, I don't know. I just like it.
Like Succession, the people are so bad in it, they have to like tell myself that they're acting and not to like attach it to the people. It's like, these are just actors. They're just playing a part.
Yeah, you should know that.
The character is terrible, not the human that's attached to the character.
Well, Succession's also loosely based
because Brian Cox is the dad is very like terrible, and it's like, wow.
Oh yeah,
it's scary that that's based off a human.
Well, it's
loosely based off a human.
It's loosely based off the Murdochs.
Allegedly.
Obviously, it's
allegedly.
They're just taking.
Yes. Just have to say that for legal reasons. You know, when I get in trouble.
All 10 people who watch us.
Hey, you don't know.
The Murdochs, that kind of stuff is what it's kind of based upon.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's all fiction.
Yes.
But I just, it is a fantastic show.
Yeah.
I love the theme song too. That's
it's a good theme song.
That theme song slaps. We used to. Reed Allison would play it in the car.
You know why it doesn't? Because you said the word slaps.
Yeah.
So it doesn't.
It does slap.
Whatever would technically slap loses all credibility when you say it.
No, that theme song is
that face
slaps.
Saying something slaps just totally destroys it. You can be like, man, the restaurant slaps. The next week it closes. Because it's just like, dude, well, it was a good run, everybody.
Yeah, it's a good theme song. It's such a good theme song. Well, I'm glad you're on the run. We're gonna watch that next. We're gonna finish when we finish Buffy and Angel. We're gonna go into Succession and Barry. But don't tell me about how Succession ends.
I won't.
Ay, ay, ay.
I don't know how it ends.
Huh?
I don't know how it ends.
Well, I know, but when you get there, what and. For new Mark, you got anything else before we jump into the big? I got some news.
Not really. No, it's been besides that, just been watching Succession. Really, I haven't really watched much else. Not really much else going on. We got Guardians, but we're gonna talk about that later.
Yeah.
So,
the Mario Brothers hit
Mario Brothers. I do have the box office too. Yeah.
Yeah, hit 1 billion.
Yes.
It's the 1 billion club.
Yes.
The first movie of the year to hit 1 billion. And it was funny because before the movie came out, a lot of people were saying, will this be one of the biggest movies of the year? And as of right now, even though we're only in May...
Well, it's a kid's movie, so...
It is now the biggest movie of the year.
And it's based off a property that, like, covers multiple ages.
Generations.
Yeah.
It is now the 10th biggest grossing animated film. Which is pretty awesome.
Yeah.
In only 26 days.
Wow. So no one really cared about the Seth Rogen's Italian accent thing.
Seth Rogen? He doesn't play Mario.
I thought he played Mario.
No.
Chris Pratt. Italian accent.
I thought he was fine. And everybody gets... I don't pay attention to the internet.
You're looking at the internet right now.
No, but I don't pay attention to people's opinions on the internet. Because generally they're usually
I don't care
wrong.
what the internet says, but I'm going to look at it right this second. Second went to your movie that you just saw.
Evil Dead Rises.
Yeah.
Number 2.
Or just Rise. It doesn't rises. It just rose
Evil
once.
Dead Rise.
Yeah.
Yes.
Which is really not grammatically correct, but we'll let it slide.
What's number 3?
Number 3, Are You There, God? It's Me, Margaret. Open in third place.
What? Wait, is that based off a book?
You're correct, sir.
When did this come out?
Opened in third place, so I'm assuming this weekend.
Is this part of the new DCU?
Yeah. It's Margaret Olsen. It's Jimmy Olsen's mom. And then
Are you there, Superman? It's me,
Are
Jimmy
you there,
Olsen.
Superman? It's me, Martha.
It's me, Martha.
Are you there, Batman? It's me, Martha. Fourth place went to John Wick Chapter 4.
Oh, I still got to see that.
Yeah. And then the re-released 40th anniversary edition of Star Wars Episode 6, Return of the Jedi, came in 5th place.
Holy
$4.69 million.
Wow. Did you see it? Did you go?
I did not. I totally forgot.
Me too. Honestly,
and no one else wanted to go, so I didn't really like.
I'm waiting.
To see it.
I'm waiting to see it with the orchestra.
I know. I've heard you mentioned this on the show before.
Because I feel like we saw the first 2 with the orchestra.
Yes.
I really want to wait to see the third one with the orchestra.
Yes.
And I really
of the originals.
Yeah, and I had to mow my lawn Friday. It was already out of control. And I got a chainsaw.
I couldn't go. I had to mow my lawn.
I bought a chainsaw.
That takes the whole day.
It does. I bought a chainsaw.
Oh boy.
Oh,
that sounds like a bad idea.
I was cutting things down left and right.
That sounds like a terrible idea.
Home ownership, Mark, is the things you got to do. I'm trying to clear out all the brush next to my house, but I cut some stuff down. It was pretty fun.
On purpose, or just like it was just fun? You just started cutting things. Like
No, I had to cut it down.
Goodbye, tree.
There's all this stuff going into the power lines, so it's not good.
Well, here you go, Brian. May 26th, which is the end of this month, the Boston Pops Orchestra is performing Return of the Jedi in Boston.
That's far. Kind of hoping another Look Park scenario.
You mean
Tanglewood? Tanglewood was awesome.
Yeah.
That was cool. If we ever go to Tanglewood, now we know you got to get there super early.
Yes.
You bring your whole kitchen with you.
Yes.
And yeah. But yeah, That's what I'm waiting for, which I'm sure we'll see this year at some point.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that's good. So yeah, Mario is kicking ass at the theater. You know what's also happening this weekend?
What is that, Brian?
Guardians comes out Thursday.
Yes.
Your anniversary is Thursday.
It is.
Cinco de Mayo's Friday.
That is correct.
Saturday, free comic book day.
Yes. I have a special get out of jail free card for Thursday.
You should never relate your marriage to jail.
No, just I can't get in trouble for going with you guys to see Guardians of the Galaxy.
Okay.
I was given permission. I asked.
Okay.
Because I was like, I know it falls on the same day.
Don't correlate the word jail.
And she's like, oh, you know what? It's the same thing. The old ball and chain, as they say. You know how it goes. But when it first was announced and she saw it, she's like, well, our anniversary's on a Thursday anyways. We're not going to do anything on that day.
Yeah, nobody does things on a Thursday.
So we'll do something on that Friday or Saturday.
Our anniversary is on a Thursday this year.
Yeah.
I think a Thursday or Wednesday. I think it's a Thursday. And we're going to do something on a Saturday.
Yeah.
Because it's a Thursday.
Yeah. We got a little something for each other. We'll exchange gifts.
How many years now?
4.
5.
I know. You married a year before I did.
Dude,
so that makes sense.
Doesn't it feel like it just happened? It feels like you just got married.
It feels like it just happened.
It feels like we just got married together.
To each other.
To each other.
Yes. We did. It was get out of here. It was weird. What are you doing? Awkward. But yeah, no, it really does feel like it was just like a year or two ago.
It's because we lost.
But then there was
2
also
years.
the 2 years of the pandemic.
That's what I'm saying.
So it feels like it's longer because of that, but not like because of the marriage. The marriage is great.
Right.
It's just the time span feels like it's been way
We
longer.
lost 2 years because of COVID, I feel.
Yeah.
Those 2 years just...
Yeah, and I'm also bad at math, so that doesn't help either because I forget, like, time-wise. Because we met in 17, got married in 19.
Right.
So it's like I'm always bad at, like, remembering which one's which.
Right.
And time-wise and things, so.
A lot of anniversaries.
Yeah.
You got to remember. It's
like, could you have that dating anniversary, which you kind of talk about, like the first date anniversary?
Yeah.
And there's some people who celebrate that still, even after they got married.
We talk about it.
That's a little bit too much.
But
That's too much.
Yeah.
It's like I got so many things to remember in my year. I can't also throw that in.
How many anniversaries do we need?
I mean, it was also easy to remember because it was this night of the Super Bowl. So it was easier to remember. But besides that, it's just like one anniversary is enough. I don't need like these people that celebrate like all the different like times and things like, oh, the first time we kissed, the first time we talked to each other. It's like, no, you're married now. You got one thing. Wrap it all into one. Move on.
Just move on.
Move on.
What's
and it's also 4. It's the fruit is the anniversary.
I don't
gift.
even know what 5 is.
5's actual something.
Is it cotton?
No, I think that was 3. There's like modern interpretations of what different gifts are supposed to be.
I think paper was 1 or 2.
Paper was 1 or 2, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
Chris is in there saying that he knows because Chris is in the studio tonight.
Well, anyway.
But.
Well, while you're looking.
He's way beyond what we are. It's wood. Wood is the 5th anniversary.
So many jokes.
That makes sense. I mean, you're only 5 years in. Give her the wood.
You gotta get. Well, I mean, after 5 years,
it's a symbol of strong roots and relationships that's made to last.
Oh, well, you know what? I built a wooden arbor for her last year.
Oh, well, now you're ahead of the game.
I'm ahead of the game.
Like, oh, I've already built it for you. Here you go.
So
it's out back.
Yeah, we already have it out.
Also, sapphire represents the traditional 5th anniversary gemstone.
Oh.
So there you go. You can go with that instead.
Yeah.
That's probably your better bet.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's good to know.
Yeah. So
what's 4 again?
Fruit.
Get an edible arrangement.
I already got her a gift. It's not
okay.
Not fruit.
It's
not fruit. Not fruit at all. Fruit or flowers.
No, flowers.
It's traditional. Should symbolize this using flowers or ripe fruit.
An edible arrangement, it's kind of both.
So, here we go. 1 is paper.
Yep. I remember
That's
that.
traditional gift. The modern interpretation of that is a clock. The gemstone is golden jewelry. Pop-up ads. Color is gold or yellow. 2 is cotton. That's where you're going. Or China is the modern edition of that. 3 is leather. Got to get that. Spice it up a little.
Yeah.
Crystal glass is the modern. So this is the one that I'm remembering what Claire and I were joking about over the weekend because we were talking about this. 4th is fruit or flowers in the U.S. In the U.K., it's linen or silk. And the modern version is appliances, electrical. So you can get her. I can get Claire a hand mixer. Be happy anniversary.
That's a weird one.
But 5 is wood, and the modern is silverware.
Oh yeah. I'll just be like, I built the arbor.
Yeah. Now the weird thing is 6. The traditional is iron in the U.S. In the U.K., it's candy, but the modern interpretation is wood.
That's weird.
So you can give her wood 2 years in a row.
And then after that, you're pretty much
You already
done.
gave it to her twice. Yeah. What else do you need to do?
Yeah.
Then it keeps going. You can find them online. But
Yeah.
It's just it gets crazier and crazier.
What's the 20-year anniversary? Oh, that's just sitting on a couch.
20 is actually China.
Again? They're just rehashing.
This is the traditional one.
Okay.
The modern version is platinum.
Platinum?
Yes.
I gave you a platinum album.
Yeah.
I don't know what platinum. What would you do for platinum?
Like a nice serving dish. Or something like that. Or a watch. A platinum watch. Or jewelry. Platinum jewelry.
Who has watches anymore?
I have a watch. I have like a nice watch that Claire got me. It's a Star Wars watch.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't wear it all the time, and she gets very aggravated because she's like, "Why don't you wear the watch I bought you?"
Ever since I had the invention of a cell phone.
Well, it's one of those things where like
I know the time.
This is an ongoing thing between Claire and I, because I used to say like, dude, it's so cool. Like I always like watch the movies. Like I was watching Mad Men at the time, and they all had watches, and they were all like checking their watches
because they didn't have cell phones.
They didn't have cell phones, but I was like, man, it'd be so cool to have a watch that I could like bust out when I like go out like to a nice place or a nice dinner or something and have like a nice watch on. So she bought me this really nice watch, and I really like it. But I just don't like want to wear it all the time because it's really nice. I don't want to like accidentally break it.
Anytime I've worn a watch, I've always slammed it into the table.
So that's the thing. It's like
weird.
I don't want to like break it, and it's really nice, and I like it a lot because it's Star Wars themed, and it's got like it's like the stars flying by, and it's got like all the cool stuff on it. So it's like I don't want to like break it, so I want to like keep it safe. So I don't wear it that often.
Yeah.
So she gets mad because I bought you this really nice watch. Why don't you wear it? I'm like, well, we don't go anywhere nice enough for me to wear it. She's like, well, you don't take us somewhere nice, and then you'll have to wear it. I'm like, well, that's the issue.
Oh my God, quandaries.
Yeah. But then I was at the Trauma Museum helping them out, volunteering and doing stuff there, and I was like, man, it'd be so cool to have a pocket watch. She's like, I just bought you a watch. You're not getting a pocket watch.
Pocket watch? I used to have a pocket watch in high school.
You must have been the bee's knees.
I was.
You must have been the coolest guy in school.
I liked it a lot.
You'd pull it out and be like, ping.
Yeah, it's cool. Pocket watches.
Hey, Brian,
cool.
what time is it? Oh, hold on a second. Let me check my pocket watch.
Yeah, I had a pocket watch.
Instead
I might still have it. It doesn't work.
Do you have like a pocket watch with a chain and have it attached to your vest?
Yes, it had a chain and it was
and then have a
attached to
chain with a belt, like your wallet in a chain, so that way it's all connected together?
I had a wallet chain, yes.
You were the coolest kid in school, weren't you?
Yes. I like my
the king of the prom, Brian Kozaska.
I would lose my wallet and leave it places constantly. So having a wallet
That's just
chain
being forgetful. It's not because you have any other
really
problems.
Came in handy. All right, back to Free Comic Book Day.
Back to Free Comic Book Day.
This Saturday, if you're in town, Enfield, Connecticut, go to Matt's comic book shop. You can donate canned food, which goes to the Enfield Food Shelf. And for every canned food item, you get yourself a comic.
Or if you're not in Enfield, go to any of your local comic shops. Find one near you and
Yes.
go there. Because they will have stuff for you.
I'm going to read real quickly. There's a list at freecomicbookday.com. These are the ones that I'm highlighting. The Umbrella Academy, including The Witcher, will have a double one. Red Sonja. There's going to be a Star Trek. This one I'm interested in is Fish Flies by Jeff Lemire. I love his work. I will definitely check that out.
What has he done before that we would know about?
Sweet Tooth.
Oh, okay.
Which Sweet Tooth Season 2? Didn't that already come out?
No.
Oh, it comes out in June or May?
Maybe.
Okay. Amazing Spider-Man versus Venom, The Avengers and X-Men, Conan the Barbarian special by Titan.
I know Matt Ryan's very excited about that.
Titan Comics. Now that's
the new people that took over after Marvel let go of it.
Right. That's what I was figuring as much.
Yeah.
Tom Holland's Fright Night, Star Wars: The High Republic.
Is that the
Adventures?
Tom Holland, like Spider-Man Tom Holland?
No.
Oh.
We have a Garbage Pail Kids and Madball crossover. The Fabulous Freak Brothers, which I'm interested in getting that one.
So Star Wars Avatar.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Marvel Voices. And I'm just doing the highlights. There's a Street Fighter. And there's going to be an Animal Crossing. And there's other ones for the kiddos.
Yeah.
And I Am Stan. A graphic biography of Stan Lee.
There's a Smurfs 65th anniversary special.
I saw that.
Which I might grab because it's the Smurfs.
The only thing
also a Nightmare Before Christmas, the Battle for the Pumpkin King.
You know what's missing? The Tick. There's no Tick this year.
Oh, man.
This is very disappointing.
They just not announced it yet? Or
no, they haven't had a Tick one in the last couple of years.
Oh, boy.
But anyway, that's just the highlights. You can check it out at freecomicbookday.com. It's this Saturday. And go support your comic book shop.
Yeah. So which ones are you looking for, Brian? Are you certain ones you're going to grab?
Nothing really. The only thing I think I'm going to...
Fish Flies?
The Fabulous Freak Brothers and Fish Flies. But beyond that, maybe the Conan one. The Conan one would be kind of cool to jump in, check that out. Red Sonja.
Yeah, 'cause I'm assuming it's going to be a full-blown restart.
It probably is going to be part of issue 1 or issue 1 of the new reboot. Yeah. So, yeah, should be good. I'm going to go to Matt's on Friday like I always do. And I will give him my donate my canned food on Friday. He has a lot of things planned for Saturday. It's going to be bonkers.
I think Matt Ryan's going to be there.
Probably.
I think that's where he's going to be.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of stuff happening.
Usually goes to Matt's.
Yeah, and it's going to be beautiful weather this weekend. Finally, after the super soaker of a weekend we just had.
Yeah.
So I think that's going to be really nice because you can have stuff outside.
Yeah.
This past week, Star Wars Jedi just came out.
Last Survivor? Is that what it's called? I saw the commercial for it with Mark Hamill.
Yeah, looks really funny.
It makes me want to get the game, but then I'm like thinking about how the first game and...
First game was awesome.
It was a lot.
See, where you get more excited for the TV shows, this is where I get more excited. I really love that first game. I am definitely going to pick up the new one. Not yet. I have a what I'm doing this
laundry
year.
List of games you haven't played yet.
This year, I am not buying one new game other than Spider-Man 2 because I'm trying to beat my back catalog.
Mm-hmm.
What I'm going to do is wait till Black Friday
and
then load up on games I've been waiting for.
Or by then they'll be mostly be on. Well, you don't have Xbox. You're a
I
PlayStation
have Xbox.
guy.
I have both, but
yeah. But a lot of that stuff ends up on Game Pass.
And I have PlayStation Plus, which a lot of stuff ends up on that too. So I can save money. But on Black Friday, a lot of these games are going to be on sale.
I can't even remember the last time I turned on my Xbox. It's on. I just never do anything with it.
Dude, I'm telling you, the Guardians of the Galaxy game was amazing.
I know. I just don't like...
Well, everyone has their thing.
I don't have the time anymore.
I like playing video games. Summertime,
I still think it's an issue of it being in like our living room. Because it used to be like that's how we would get on to watch things before we got the Fire Stick.
Right.
And I just never moved it to a different room.
But
so
also,
it's like I can't play video games, and Claire's not going to watch me play video games.
Right,
so I need to put it in a room where I can play and not. But I also don't like
this time
have the wherewithal.
This time of year, I don't play as much. Trying to catch up on TV, and then once the weather is nice, I'm outside.
I just finished my book that I've been reading.
Oh yeah, how was it?
It was very good. Stephen King's Fairy Tale.
You were telling us about
over 600 pages.
Ooh, this is
the longest book I've ever read in my life. I can guarantee you, it's the longest book I've read in my life.
So how was it?
It was really good.
Yeah.
Wait,
I think you told us last week. You told us that.
Did I finish it last week?
Yes, and you said that you rushed the end. It was a rush ending.
It was a rush ending.
Okay, you did tell us.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I wasn't sure if I had talked about it or not. But yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
I'd still suggest reading it. It's a fantasy adventure.
I did pick that up from my grandfather.
Yeah.
For Christmas, I think.
Yeah. It takes a while to get to the point.
That's Stephen King for you.
Which I didn't know that because I don't think I've ever read a Stephen King book before.
Really?
I think the only one I've ever read was Dragon Tale, and that was years ago. Like when I was in high school, I remember reading that.
That's all I read in high school was Stephen King books.
Yeah.
The Stand.
Yeah. See, they're too long.
I
don't have that.
Seasons was amazing.
Kind of attention span.
Because it had The Body, which is Stand By Me, and it had Lawnmower Man, which was so different, radically different for the short story to the movie.
Yeah.
Thinner was the first Stephen King book I read that I was excited for the movie.
Yeah. And then disappointed by the movie?
A little bit. The movie was still good.
There seems to be a lot of Stephen King things.
Yeah,
He's not a big fan of his movies.
The movie was good.
He likes his books.
But the book was
not a fan
way
of
better.
the conversions.
Thinner was a creepy one.
Yeah.
But anyway,
I mean, I can't say I've never read a Stephen King book. I read his Red Sox book that he wrote.
Oh yeah, was the other
Faithful.
writer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They went to every game.
Yeah.
Recap that. I read that, but that's not really a Stephen King book, so to speak.
Right. That's more of a journal.
Yeah. Yeah. But it was good.
Yeah. What else
is going on in the news, Brian? What else we got going on?
Twisted Metal released a teaser.
They did. A lot of things released teasers. A lot of stuff came out.
It's going to be on the Peacock.
Yes. Anthony Mackie's in it.
Right.
Captain America.
I watched the teaser. I'm interested.
It seems to me to be like a that one with Jason Statham. Death Race? Was that the name of that movie?
Maybe. Yeah.
Where he was in prison?
I mean,
kind of seems like it's that kind of vibe.
Okay. There's no story to Twisted Metal other than there's an apocalypse and people are driving cars and killing each other.
Yeah.
And Sweet Tooth is a crazy clown driving an ice cream truck.
Yeah.
Which was cool. I saw that. And we get to see him in live action.
Yeah.
I will check it out. I hope it's good.
I'm assuming there's going to be some sort of story behind it. There's going to have to be.
Oh, yeah. For the show, they're going to
you can't just like put it out without putting anything out.
Yeah. And I love the games growing up and Twisted Metal Black. And
I don't think I ever played anything else but Twisted Metal 2.
Twisted Metal 1 and 2, I played a lot of at Dan's house. And then there was offshoots, Rogue Trip, and other ones that were a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So we'll see how good this is. It's coming out very soon.
Something like that, yeah.
Isn't it coming out like this summer?
Something like that.
But I'm intrigued. I'd like to see another trailer.
Yeah.
Yes, you heard me right. I want to see another trailer.
I know, that's crazy.
I want to know what it's about.
It'd be nice if, because it was just a teaser, so it's not really a trailer. So you haven't really seen the story trailer yet.
Yeah,
you just saw like what's coming thing.
July 27th.
Yeah.
And I have the Peacock, so I have no reason not to watch it.
Yeah. We get another Flash trailer.
I'm staying away from that.
Which we talked about a little bit last week because it just came out as we were doing the show.
Okay. So last weekend was CinemaCon.
Yes.
Now everybody who watched it, all said, all the people. I mean,
all the Batman scenes are in the trailer.
No.
Oh.
Michael Keaton is in it. Ben Affleck's Batman's not in it as much. Michael Keaton is very in this movie.
Yes, the trailer puts that out.
Huh?
The new trailer shows that. I really fear, and I had this conversation with Claire too, because she asked me about it. She asked if I'd seen it because she saw it while it popped up, and she checked it out on her break one day, and she texted me. She's like, "You seen the new Flash trailer?" I'm like, "Yeah."
Oh,
and she said the same. She said the thing that I was going to say. She's like, DC makes really good trailers, but their movies suck.
Well,
so
the people who came out of that movie who gave non-spoiler reviews because they can't spoil it.
Well, they signed things and stuff.
All said very, very positive things.
Yeah,
and it's got me excited.
Yeah.
They're saying it's.
But they were
really
also like,
good.
it's like in a bubble, kind of. It's like they were all people that were going to this thing to see the movie. They're not like just random people that have like.
Yeah, but a lot of the people would tell.
It's like if
would say the truth that they didn't like.
It's like if your mom went to see something you worked on, she's going to tell you did a good job.
But they have no reason to say it's bad or good. They're not getting paid off.
Well, not going to tell the people. Not going to let the people who didn't like it do things.
Okay, here's one of the reviews that I watch on YouTube, and he basically said that like he disagreed how James Gunn had said it's probably one of the best comic book movies he's ever seen. He goes, I wouldn't go that far.
Well, it means James Gunn hasn't seen a lot of comic book movies.
But he said that it was still really. He said it was really good and it was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I want to make up my own mind, and I'm excited for the movie.
I'm excited. Impressed that they doubled down on the groomer. They're like, you know what? You're really gonna think bad about this groomer guy? We're gonna give you 2 of them. So you have to sit through 2 of them.
The movie was made prior to the.
I know,
everything.
But still, it's just kind of like, you know what we're gonna do too? We're also gonna bring back this old Batman character for you to make you feel better about yourself. So you guys can be like, I just want to go see. I'm going to see Michael Keaton.
Yes.
So that way I can make myself feel better about watching the groomer movie.
You do know other people made this movie. You know, it wasn't just Ezra Miller.
He's a star. They put him in twice.
The movie was made prior to all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You can still enjoy things. It's up to, like, we've had the discussion before. I know.
It's just kind of
It's all up to the perspective of the person.
It's just, we talked about this earlier on, about how are they going to market this movie. And they're marketing the movie the way we thought they were going to. They're leaning very heavy on the Batman.
Yes.
And not really mentioning that much, like, in the trailers about, like, you hear about the Flash stuff is in there. And he's in it, of course.
It's his
but
movie.
The new trailer very heavily leans into Michael Keaton Batman.
Yeah. No, I agree with you.
And I said to Claire, I was like, I'm worried that all the good parts of the Michael Keaton Batman are just in this trailer right now. And that's all we're going to see. And it's going to be all the same stuff. And they're just going to be like, oh, we've already seen these in the trailer.
Well,
because that's a DC fault. DC does that.
I have not watched the second trailer.
They've always done it where they put like the best parts of the movies in the trailer. And then when you get to see the movie, you're like, oh, well, I've already seen all this stuff.
But you do know, DC does not make the trailers. The trailers made by an
but whoever
outside
makes
source.
WB, whoever makes these trailers,
it's a big trailer warehouse.
Makes these trailers.
Listen,
it always seems with the DC ones that give you all the good stuff in the trailer, and then.
I'm not disagreeing with you, Mark. I'm not disagreeing with you, but we've talked about this. We don't know. Listen, here I've already said this. Ezra Miller cannot be the Flash going forward. If this movie comes out, it will do well. But Ezra Miller needs to be retired. Now, if for some strange reason Ezra Miller returns, there will be a lot of backlash, and including myself.
Yes.
But this movie was made, produced prior to all that stuff. I hope Ezra Miller can get help. I hope the people who he hurt gets help, and everybody can move forward. And that should all just kind of go through what it needs to go through in the process of the courts or what have you. Listen, you can still enjoy things or not enjoy things based on people who are behind it, and I think it's up to the person. So I don't fault anyone not wanting to see it.
Yes,
I get it. And if you want to see it because Michael Keaton, awesome. I do, but it is a tough one. We
also got a teaser for the new Godzilla vs. Kong movie, the new Empire.
Yeah, I want to see that in the theater. I liked the last one. It just sucked I had to watch it on HBO.
Yeah,
because it was like a movie you got to see in the big screen.
Yeah, and I guess there's a new Insidious coming out, Red Door.
Yeah, I saw the trailer before Evil Dead Rise, and I've never seen any of those movies. So.
Yeah,
not really in my wheelhouse.
Mm.
But yeah, Cinecon put out a lot of teasers.
Yeah.
Nothing other than the Flash stuff and some of the teasers. I mean, there wasn't a huge slew of news.
Well, we got a new Spider-Man Across the Universe trailer. Across the Spider-Verse.
Yeah.
Also a new, I know you don't care, but the new Transformers trailer, which is, I guess, like goes back and resets the universe or whatever. I don't know.
You gotta reset it, baby.
Yeah. And then I guess they're doing a prequel to the Hunger Games. I saw this too, which I don't know if...
I don't know. I've only seen the first one. And it's not my thing.
Yeah.
It's like it's a Y. They're based off YA novels.
Yeah.
Not my thing.
Yeah.
But it's like gonna be a TV show, I think.
No, it's a movie.
Oh.
Yeah.
And
November.
They're gonna be resetting the Harry Potter.
Yes.
Now this is interesting.
The only selling point in this Hunger Games thing is Peter Dinklage is in it.
Oh.
And Peter Dinklage is amazing.
No.
So.
Now speaking of watching things based upon the creator being a jerk or not, a garbage person, you have HBO Max is now...
That's converting to the Max.
Be called
the end of this month,
Yeah,
May 23rd.
Um,
Claire is very mad about it.
I'm still going to call it HBO Max.
Well, because it's going to combine all the Discovery Plus stuff onto it.
Yeah.
She's like, well, I don't want to go to somewhere else. I want to keep my Discovery Plus.
Yeah, but then it's all under
it's
one
not going to
app.
exist anymore. You can't go there.
Yeah.
So she's like, well, do we have to pay for it? Do I have to buy something else now? I'm like, no, we already have the HBO.
Yeah.
But it's a whole different thing. Like, do they just going to cancel my Discovery? Like, I'm pretty sure they'll send you an email. Why are you asking me? I don't run
Mark, why
Discovery
don't you know
Plus.
all this?
I don't. Just because I work at a TV studio doesn't mean I know everything about television backwards and forwards.
Well, anyway, they're going to be making a Harry Potter series. Every season will be based off one of the books, supposedly.
Yeah. But set around a different part of the story.
No, they're recasting everybody.
Oh, really?
Yes, they're going from the beginning again.
Wow.
I know. It'd be interesting to see if it does well or not.
Well, Universal or WB owns WB.
Warner Brothers.
Yeah, owns like everything to do with Harry Potter at this point. So
yeah,
basically they don't have to. They just mention the person's name that wrote it, and that's about all they have to do.
No, she's heavily involved with it.
Oh, is she?
Yes.
Oh.
She's a producer.
Well. Drink of water to that.
So it's gonna be interesting. She makes money off of it, man. She makes money. It's her IP.
Well, from watching Succession, we've all found out that every person that makes money is a terrible person. So it makes complete sense.
That's a TV show, not a documentary. But yes,
it basically is roughly a documentary.
It's not. It's a TV show.
Yes, but anyways.
Anyway, yes. I mean, some people let things get to their head and they become ego. Ego. Yeah, I agree with you. But anyway, that's going to be interesting. I've never seen any Harry Potter movie, nor have I have any interest in my whole life.
Wasn't there an announcement that you were going to watch all the Lord of the Rings movies this year?
Yes, I got to do that still.
I remember you saying that as a definitive statement. You were gonna do that
last year. I'm gonna do it this year.
Yeah.
Yes.
You're running out of time.
I know.
We're already 5 months in.
I know.
Can you believe that? We're 5 months in the year already?
I know.
Wow.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. We just got into spring. I want to enjoy the nice weather.
Well, hey, perfect time to sit out and watch those Lord of the Rings movies.
I know. I gotta watch those.
You did this to yourself. I'm not like doing anything. You brought this up on your own. No one forced you to say that you wanted to watch.
I do want to watch those. I'm excited to.
I could tell.
I am.
You're really getting to it.
There's so much. There's not enough time. I can only watch.
As he sits in his living room doing nothing for hours on end.
We are doing nothing. Me and Alice are watching Buffy and Angel. I got 6 more months. I'll get to it.
Technically 7, but that's okay.
What?
Of the year. We're only 5 in. There's 12 months in the year.
I got 7 more months. I'm good.
Yeah.
Any more teasers, Marcus?
I don't think so. I think that's everything.
That was it.
You ready to talk about Guardians?
Yes.
You ready to talk about how you're going to be bawling your eyes out on Thursday?
Were you going to spoil something for me now? Like you spoil everything?
No, I just assume that you're going to be, just from the trailers I've seen, this is going to be a very sad movie.
I know. I'm excited. My hype level is through the roof.
The newest little trailer thingy they put out, I was just getting teary-eyed at the trailer itself.
I would get teary-eyed from the first trailer.
It's be talking animals, and it's going to make me sad. Because one of these animals is going to die.
Well, it's about We know it's about Rocket.
Yes.
We're going to get his backstory.
Yes.
We also know that the previews came out, and everybody, all the reviewers, it's a positive review, saying it's really good.
Yeah.
So my hype level is really high. I'm super excited. We're going this Thursday.
Yes.
So we're going to talk about it next week.
Yes.
Spoilers.
Yes.
And yeah, it's kind of nice that we're getting this Marvel movie now. We're getting Secret Wars later in June.
Yeah.
And then we don't get another Marvel movie until December.
Yeah.
Marvels. Marvels. November or December.
Yeah.
Which is kind of nice. This is nice. I like it. Keep it up, Disney. Like, slow down the Marvel train a little bit.
Well, it's like one of those things where we get this, and then like later this month, I think.
Secret Wars.
Well, no, Ahsoka starts too.
But that's not part of the MCU.
No, what I'm saying, just things that we have to...
No, I think Ahsoka starts in August. Ahsoka's not for a while.
I want to say it's June or July.
No, it's August. I will eat my words. Ahsoka's, I think it's in August. Feels like it's near the end of the summer. But yeah, I'm excited. I feel like someone could die. If it's Rocket could die, which my prediction could be Rocket, only because this is the first movie that Bradley Cooper is doing press for. He's never done press for the first two Guardians, but this is the last Guardians movie, so I could see everybody coming out. So that makes sense too. I know they did talk about one of the Guardians could potentially die. Also, some of the Guardians will show up in other movies.
August 2023.
For what?
Ahsoka.
Okay, as I figured. Yeah, I'm hyped. I heard it's the people who've seen it and talked about it. The same consistently all said that the humor works because it's not just there for a quip. It works when it works. It's serious when it's serious, and it's tragic when it's and it all worked. So I'm excited, man. I'm so pumped.
Yeah, it's gonna be a roller coaster ride. I feel.
I know.
Whew.
I mean, I know. I'm excited. We're all going Thursday.
Have they released how long it is yet? Do we know?
I think it's over probably 2 hours. They're always 2 hours.
So what is the one thing you want to see in this movie?
What are things I want to see? Oh, well, I'm interested to see how Adam Warlock fits in because, he runs the gambit of being a good guy, bad guy. He kind of runs that line. I want to see how they portray him. Is he going to help them? Are they going to...
I feel it's going to be like one of those things where he starts out as the bad guy and then turns to be the good guy towards the end.
Or helps him out. Yeah.
Because that's switch sides kind of thing.
That's what it seems like it happens generally with his character. Yeah.
2 hours and 2 minutes is the runtime for Guardians.
2. There's a pre-credit and a post-credit scene.
Ah, thanks, Dan.
You're welcome. And is
Dan coming with us, or is he traveling somewhere?
He's seeing it in Enfield.
Oh, okay.
I don't know why.
That's fine.
We're all going to West Springfield, where they have better seats.
Yes.
I think it's going to be you, me, John, Mike, my brother, maybe Hutzel. Rocky's not going because he's out at 8. But anywho, should be awesome.
So it's 2 hours and 2 minutes without credits.
Oh.
2 hours and 29 minutes total. So 27 minutes of credits.
Are you kidding me?
That's what it's saying.
That can't be right. That's
according to a report.
According
2
to
hours
a
and
report.
29 minutes. But at the very beginning. Oh, that was episode 1.
Episode
2 hours and
1?
2 minutes.
How do you...
2 hours and 29 minutes for episode 3. Volume 3.
You just go to IMDb.
I did. That's what I did.
All right.
I looked at the wrong one.
So how long is it?
2 hours and 29 minutes is going to be Volume 3.
There's no way.
The longest Guardians movie.
Yeah, but there's no way the credits are 20 minutes.
No. That's what I thought it was, but I was reading it wrong. Guardians 2, Volume 2 was 2 hours and 17 minutes.
Okay.
And then Guardians 1 was 2 hours and 2 minutes.
Okay. I kind of want to watch Guardians 2. I want to rewatch it before Thursday.
It was sad.
Yeah. I think it was a little too harsh on it. Like, I think it was
Kurt
a little...
Russell stuff was kind of
corny.
Corny and weird, but...
But I think, in retrospect, I think it's a better movie now.
Yeah.
Also, the only thing my biggest criticism, and this was like a Marvel thing.
Yeah.
It was that they had to explain. They have to give you such a big dump of information.
Yeah.
But they would do it in a way they would like make things come alive. Like they did this a lot of movies, Marvel movies at the time. And I remember when Ego was giving Peter all the information that I think it was like those statues and stuff.
Yeah, they told the story in like the weird like diorama things.
It was just like went on forever. It felt like. I think that's my biggest criticism of it. I mean, I still loved it.
No, it was a good movie. It just there's certain parts of it that could have been cut out.
Could have been a little bit better.
Made differently.
Yeah.
But yeah, 2 hours and 29 minutes.
All right. I'm excited.
Whew.
This
is going to be a long one.
Yes.
I wouldn't be so stressed out about it, but it's like we're not going till 7:45. So
I thought it was 7:15.
No, 7:45.
What if we bought tickets for the wrong one?
If you did, you're going at 7:15. I'm going at 7:45.
I'm going to double check. I thought it was 7:15. Huh? Or maybe we're meeting there for 7:15.
Meeting there at 7:15. There's going to be at least half an hour of trailers.
Yes.
So it's probably not going to start till 8:15.
Right.
So it's going to be like 11 o'clock by the time we get done with it.
7:45.
Yeah. It's going to be a late night for Brian.
Yeah, because the movie won't
Make
start.
sure you get your coffee.
The movie won't start till 8:15.
Yeah.
9:15, 10:15.
Yeah.
Be over
like
by
10:30-ish.
10:40-ish.
10:40. Yeah. Get home around 11:30 at night.
Man.
We have a light day on Friday. Because you're going to be beat up.
Yeah.
Because you're going to end up, if it's somewhat decent weather outside, everyone's going to want to chat about everything that just happened.
Yeah, we always do outside.
Time on end.
Should be good. Should be good.
Yeah.
What do you want to see, Mark? What's your predictions?
Well, my predictions are, I'd like to see Quill and Gamora's story get wrapped up.
I think they will. But it's not the Gamora.
No, it's not the Gamora, the original Gamora. It's a different one. It's from a different timeline.
So they don't even know. I think
that's part of the story. I think they're gonna be like them getting her back into the group or whatever. I don't know if Rocket's gonna die.
That's what I was thinking.
Because I think that's too obvious.
They're playing it up on the trailers.
Yeah.
That Rocket could die.
They're very leaning into the Rocket stuff, and I think that's too easy.
I was thinking if it's, what's her name?
Nebula?
Nebula could die.
Well, either her or Mantis. Because they just built up that whole thing with her being Quill's sister in the holiday special.
Yeah.
So it's like, here's a good time to build up this relationship and then ruin it again for Peter Quill.
In Drax.
In Drax, I think if he died, I wouldn't be like distraught. I'd be sad, but I wouldn't be like heartbroken.
No, but like
he kind of has been like trying to get himself killed for many options.
But Dave Bautista's done. This is his last movie, so Drax is probably not coming back.
No, but you can easily just put him on a planet somewhere and not ever see him again. So that's not a major thing.
They could give Drax a happy ending. Yeah, you're right.
So,
it can't be all tragic.
No. So I'm interested to see how it all works out. It'd be interesting to see how they somehow continue some of these characters in the world. Because I'm assuming not all of them are not going to show up again.
Right. They said some of them will continue.
Yeah, because I'm assuming like Peter Quill's gonna keep popping up.
Yeah.
And Nebula and Gamora seem like they're relatively important characters in the bigger story kind of thing. Like Groot's easy enough to bring anytime you want because it's just CG, so you can and you can reel out Vin Diesel just to say I'm Groot about 1,000 times, which they probably already have already, so they don't really need to have him ever do another one. They could just keep using what they got.
Yeah,
but
it's a soundboard at this point.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Which emotion is it? And just hit the button. But yeah, so I don't know. I'm interested to see how it all works out. The Adam Warlock stuff would be interesting to see how that works.
He could come back depending on what happens.
I'm assuming he's gonna but I'm assuming the story is gonna mostly focus around him chasing after the Guardians or something.
Something of that nature.
Yeah. But it's gonna be very interesting to see because there's not we haven't gotten really any hints on anything on what the story is,
which is nice. I like that.
Besides Rocket's where'd he come from story,
right? And
that the guy who invented him could possibly be the antagonist of this.
It looks like it.
Story.
Yeah.
So that'd be interesting to see how that all works out.
Yeah. But should be good.
It is kind of nice to go in not knowing anything.
It is nice.
Because there's some movies where we kind of been given a lot of information beforehand.
Too much information.
Like The Flash, where they basically know the whole story. Because if you've read the comic, you basically know how the story's going to go.
Yeah, yeah.
And they even promote it in the end of the trailer of this one. Like, hey, this is all based off these 3 comics. Go read those comics before you come to the movie, so you have the story on you, so you know what's going on.
Yeah.
Where it's like, well, why would you do that? Because then you're just giving away your whole storyline, basically.
Well, I mean, a lot of these comics are based off certain storylines anyway.
Yeah, but still, it's just kind of weird. But
yeah, I am excited. We'll talk about it next Monday or Tuesday.
One of those days.
One of those days we're recording. I can look at my calendar real quick.
One of those days.
It's going to be a Tuesday, I believe.
Okay.
And we will do a full spoil. We'll go through the whole movie.
We will.
Maybe the whole episode will just be our Guardians review.
I don't know about that, but we'll see.
Majority
depends upon how much we have to talk about.
Oh, I'm sure we'll have a lot.
Yeah, but I mean, I want to just guarantee it's going to be all that. I mean, there's going to be other things.
Oh man, I'm pumped. I have not been this excited for a Marvel movie in a very long time. Like my excitement level is very high for this.
Yeah,
I think my last Marvel movie that I was this excited for was Spider-Man: No Way Home.
Yeah,
it's been a while. Like Thor, which I loved, and I get the criticism. I still liked it. I still thought it was really good.
The Marvels is November.
Okay, before Thanksgiving.
Yes, November 10th.
So I think it's nice that they're pulling back. Give us some time to breathe. Let people enjoy these projects. Don't just pump it out.
Yeah.
Let it enjoy. Let people enjoy it before you get excited for the next thing. So should be good.
We'll be getting Loki sometime before then.
Secret Wars is the only thing announced right now.
Secret Invasion. Yes.
Loki Season 2, we know is happening.
It is coming out.
It is coming out.
In the fall. Ish.
But we don't know anything.
Or summer. We're not sure exactly.
I think May 8th, we'll know a lot more of what's happening with Jonathan Majors and the future of that character and what they're going to do because they've been
I don't see if no matter
quiet.
Unless it's really, really bad. I don't see any reason for them to not just release Loki Season 2.
I could see them releasing Loki Season 2 with him in it.
Yeah.
But then if things go south,
they'll
recast
him.
Go
bad, then they'd recast him.
And
at this point, it's like, you already got that done. Why?
They could basically reshoot an ending where he might change into a different person.
Correct. A la like a Doctor Who kind of situation.
Yeah.
Or just completely just hire a different actor to be in the next thing.
Before we go, speaking of Doctor Who.
Yes.
Did you see the photos of the new Doctor?
I did not.
I don't know how I feel about the get-ups. It's like 70s attire.
The outfit, you mean?
The outfits.
The get-ups.
I don't know.
Oh, Brian.
The get-ups. Type in Doctor Who. Doctor Who Let's see. 2023 costumes. There was.
I got it right here. Dr. Who's first look at Nakuti. They covered up the last name with the pop-up. Nakuti Gatwa. I got it right here.
Right here. This picture.
Oh, that's not terrible. Well, that's just one outfit.
I guess he's traveling back in time?
Yeah.
To the 70s?
Yeah. And that's not anything terrible.
It's a little weird. I don't know. I don't know when the new Doctor Who is coming out.
Hold on, I got it right here. Hold on. Likely to hit screens in 2024.
Oh, okay. So we have some time.
Yes. The 14th season since the relaunch would begin filming in November of end of last year.
I have to say, Doctor Who has an uphill battle.
Well, they did bring back David Tennant to play the in-between Doctor.
Which he showed up at the end of last season, but we haven't got anything since.
No.
I'm just saying that they have an uphill battle to get back old fans that they lost.
Well, it's a whole new crew and everything.
I know. It's a new showrunner, which I hope.
Whole 9 yards.
I hope they can recover.
So.
I hope they can recover.
Yeah.
But yeah, a new showrunner I think was needed, and new writers I think was definitely needed.
Yeah.
So. All right, that might be might be fun to rewatch the old Doctor, like the Matt Smith and Tennant years again. Before we get to the new Doctor.
Yeah.
We'll get some time.
All right. Arrive in 2024 following the 60th anniversary special.
Oh, is that going to be the end of the year?
Which is the one that David Tennant's going to be in, and that he's going to switch to the new Doctor in that.
Yeah. I hope that comes to the theater. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Like they did for was it the 50th?
Yeah. Yes.
Holy smokes.
Yes. The 60th anniversary is in November 2023.
Yes. Sweet.
Yeah.
I bet you Phantom Events, I bet you will be doing something. If it goes to the theater, I think we should go. That would be fun. So, cool. I think that's been a show, Marcus.
The guy who's directing the first episode of season 14 is the helmed episodes of M. Night Shyamalan's Servant show on Apple TV Plus.
I've never seen it.
I never either, but I knew you'd an M. Night Shyamalan guy.
I want to check it out. I heard good things. I heard it started off strong, and then I heard it gets kind of the wheels
come off it. Kind of like every M. Night Shyamalan thing. I didn't see that coming at all. That totally is unlike any other thing.
I did watch Night of the Knock at the Cabin, recently. Which was really good, but it was based off a book.
Yeah. Well, it's usually his own stuff is when it gets kind of
very, very depressing ending.
Not surprising.
All right, Mark. We should wrap it up.
All right, let's wrap it up. We'll be back next week. We'll be back with the review of Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3.
Yes, not Episode 3.
Correct.
Yes.
And a bunch more. I'll hopefully have caught up on Succession. I'll tell you my thoughts on what I think's going on there. Brian, of course, will have to block his ears because a lot of stuff's happening.
Yeah.
But stay tuned for all that and more.
This summer, we're going to watch it.
We'll see you all next week here in Geekonomics. Thanks, everyone, for watching. And as always, be safe, be well, be kind.
Rewind.
Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye. Credits.
We don't have credits.
We should have like a laundry list of credits.
I think it just goes through the
and it's just Jake's
just
name.
Really fast, a bunch of different positions. Joshua Warnock.
Camera 1, Josh Warnock. Camera 2, Josh Warnock. Jake Warnock. Put Jake in there. Just sneak different names.
Hair and makeup, Josh Warnock.
Lights, Josh Warnock.
Best boy, Josh Warnock. Key grip, Josh Warnock.